What if I told you there is a small, secret group inside the CIA that trains for missions the world rarely sees? A team so skilled they may handle the hardest operations the agency faces? Why you should keep watching. By the end of this video, you will understand what SAC is, what it may do, and why it matters. You'll learn this in a way that's clear and simple, no hype, just facts and real context. SAC stands for Special Activities Center. It is part of the CIA and includes some of the agency's most experienced operatives. These teams may go into places war or diplomats cannot go. They may work quietly, with little public notice, and sometimes support important national missions. What is SAC? Let's start at the beginning. SAC stands for Special Activities Center. It is a unit inside the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. The CIA is a U.S. intelligence agency that gathers information and helps guide national decisions. SAC is different from most parts of the CIA. While many CIA officers collect and analyze information, SAC operatives may carry out actions in the field. These can include training local forces, conducting covert missions, or supporting military operations. Often their work is secret or only revealed many years later. These teams may blend intelligence skills with special operations skills, so they can gather information and act on it when needed. Some SAC members were once in elite military units before joining the agency. This experience often helps them operate in difficult environments. Why does SAC exist? SAC exists because some missions require a mix of intelligence and action. Not all challenges fit standard military or diplomatic roles. Sometimes there may be no safe, open way to enter a dangerous place. That's where SAC may be called in. For example, SAC operatives can train local forces in other countries. They can help partners become stronger. They can also gather critical information in hostile areas. In rare cases, they may support direct actions to stop violent groups. Think of it like this. Intelligence may tell leaders what is happening. SAC teams may go into the field to confirm that information and, if needed, help shape the result. This does not mean SAC does everything on its own. Often they work with other U.S. agencies or allied forces. Their work is part of wider government strategies, not independent actions without oversight. How is SAC structured? SAC is usually described as having two main branches. 1. SAD, Special Activities Division. This branch focuses on paramilitary operations. That means missions that involve physical action, often in dangerous or hostile places. 2. SAD/SOG, Special Operations Group. This group includes people trained to perform high-risk missions, often similar to military special forces. They may be experts in weapons, survival, communications, or tactics. Together, these teams bring both intelligence and action skills. They may be experts in languages, cultures, or difficult environments. Some may work alone. Others may operate in small teams. An important point, because much of their work is secret, details are not fully public. What historians, journalists, and officials share is based on books, declassified files, and open records. We should understand that what we may know is only part of the full picture. What kind of missions can SAC do? SAC missions often remain classified, but over time some details have surfaced. Here are general types they may work on. 1. Covert reconnaissance. SAC operatives may enter hostile regions quietly to gather information. They may observe movements or collect details that satellites and tech cannot fully capture. 2. Direct action support. If a situation needs immediate action, such as training a local force to defend itself, SAC may step in. This is not full-scale war. It is targeted support when intelligence and partners need boots on the ground. 3. Training and advising. This is a frequent role. SAC may train local military or security forces to improve tactics, first aid, or defensive strategies. They may also advise leaders on how best to protect civilians. 4. Psychological and influence operations. At times, SAC may support efforts to communicate with local groups or populations to reduce conflict or encourage stability. Again, these are general categories. SAC missions can vary greatly depending on world events, politics, and national priorities. The group's flexibility is part of why it may be used for unique or sensitive operations. Where has SAC worked? SAC has operated in many regions over the decades. Some examples that historians and officials have mentioned include Cold War-era Europe and Asia, gathering intelligence and working with allies, Latin America in the 1980s, supporting local forces and intelligence efforts, Middle East in recent decades, helping with intelligence and training operations, remote regions in Africa and Asia, where local governments request support. It is important to note that SAC rarely makes official public announcements about its missions. What we sometimes learn comes from declassified files, memoirs from former operatives, or accounts from partner forces. For example, some ex-officers have written books about working in tense environments, training partners, or gathering information under pressure. These accounts give us a glimpse, but the full picture remains private for security reasons. What skills do SAC operatives have? People in SAC often have large skill sets. They may include advanced tactical training, foreign language fluency, cultural understanding, survival skills in challenging environments, intelligence analysis and planning abilities. Many operatives come from elite military backgrounds. Some served in special forces, reconnaissance units, or related roles before joining the CIA. This background may help them handle the physical and mental challenges of their missions. But it's not just physical ability. A big part of their work may involve careful planning, clear communication, and split-second decision-making under pressure. Safety, secrecy, and oversight. Secrecy is a big part of SAC's mission. Many of its operations are classified for national security. That means the public may not know all details, and much may stay secret for years. However, SAC does not operate without oversight. In the U.S. government, there are legal and policy checks. Intelligence operations are reviewed by officials in government branches that provide legal and budget oversight. These checks are meant to ensure actions align with laws and national goals. This part is important. Secrecy is for safety, not mystery. It helps protect lives and sensitive information. But it also means we might never know all details of many missions. If you're curious how modern intelligence and action come together, hit that like button. This topic is fascinating yet grounded in real challenges. Drop a comment below if you want a future video about famous SAC-linked operations from history. Conclusion. Today we looked inside the Special Activities Center, one of the CIA's most elite units. We explained what SAC is and why it exists, how it may be structured, the kinds of missions it can take on, where it has worked, and why secrecy is important. The skills operatives may have. SAC is a unique blend of intelligence and action. It may work where traditional agencies cannot, and it supports national goals with careful oversight. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more clear, honest breakdowns of complex topics. And if you want related videos, check the playlist up next. Stay curious and see you in the next video.